it's called. All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of Perspectives with Big Bro. I'm your host, comedian Lonnie.
I'm the Flash.
And today we have a special guest in the building.
Yes, we do.
I was allowed to be on his show, so it was only right that he came over and blessed us. So I want to introduce y'all to my guy, Nigel Armani, the creator, Unspoken ATL. What's going on with you?
Appreciate it, man.
What's up?
How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed, man. Happy to be here, bro.
Yeah.
Can't even lie.
How your mental health? You know, I got to ask that. Both of y'all black man, how y'all mental health's doing today?
My mental health good, man. I can't complain, man. Like I said earlier, I'm blessed, bro. I got a lot of positive things going on in my life, bro. We were just talking about a little setback, but you know that's built up for a major comeback.
Comeback.
Yeah.
So yeah, I ain't really worried about that too much.
Yeah. What about you, black man?
Man, I'm good, man. What you got going?
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? You seen the pictures? I've been in the gym.
I
seen that yesterday.
Hey, boy, you got the grand going crazy.
Hey man, throwing big swole on the yard.
They throwing draws at their phone.
Hey man, tell Steve Harvey I don't want it. Hey y'all, I gotta start off by saying this. I think we in weird times right now. First off, I seen an Asian lady at the grocery store yesterday. I ain't never seen Asian people shop at the grocery store I shop at. That's the first one. But the second one is I had seen an Asian homeless man today.
What?
Exactly. I said something is going on. It's the end of times. I don't know what's going on. I've never seen an Asian person homeless, like ever. And I done traveled a good part of the world. Never seen Asian. So we got to prepare ourselves. I don't know what's happening.
I mean, yeah, they saying right now it's like almost a
One of them recessions.
One of them situations.
Yeah, recession. Houses going up.
Yeah, a cold 10. Inflation.
Yeah.
Inflation went up, man.
But inflation is crazy. My bad, y'all. The inflation is crazy. And then we also talked about you in the industry. So the strike that's going on. Out here trying to make a little money. Can't do that. How's that been for you?
I ain't gonna lie. I've been in the film industry since 2016. I got in through just to give you a little background. I got in through an internship program. Actually, me, my mom, and my sister are all three in the film industry. We all in 3 different departments.
Okay.
My mom does transportation. My sister makeup, and then I do set lighting. So gaffer for movie sets. But yeah, man, it's been crazy, bro. I've been there since 2016. It's been consistent work for almost 7 years. Never, my first time going through a writer's strike, period. I think the last time they went through a writer's strike was in 2008, and I wasn't even in the industry then. But I think this is the longest that it's been going on. It's officially started in May 1st, so it's like on month 3. But for me, I've been on strike since February. I started a production in October, it ended like the second week of February. And around that time, a lot of people was hearing the whispers that the writer's strike was coming. So a lot of productions didn't want to start. If the writer's strike wanted to come, I probably would have been off for like a week, probably take a week off personal and then come back. I probably would have been on another production within 2 weeks. But nobody wanted to start because they knew it was coming. And so at that point, I had to sit around and wait until May, which it officially started. And then after that, I think like 2 weeks later, I think the actors went on strike. Just kind of backed the writers up. So now it's just like a whole situation that nobody really know when it's going to end.
Yeah. I mean, that affects me too.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, so many industries that it affects.
Yeah, so that's why I ain't been doing no set work.
But it's that, and that's good. You work on set too. That award shows. I think with the last one, the BET Awards they just had. They had no writers on it, so they kind of like just. I think like I thought I'm gonna go back. I thought Tyler Perry owned BET, but a couple weeks ago I felt like he didn't.
Yeah.
But around the time we did though, I thought I was like, shoot, if he writing and stuff, and we got BET. Well, I feel like he just gave them keys to say, hey man, y'all lock up when y'all done. That's how it was. Like it was so unorganized, but it's like it's affecting everything. Like now. To everything, they just dropping stuff, but they dropping stuff that they been filmed, and I'm wondering like when that's gonna stop. Like
they gonna run out of stuff.
At some point, but
they didn't come to YouTube and see us.
Yeah, but you know what though, I feel like and not trying to turn negative to a positive though. I feel like this is helping a lot of unscripted shows though. You know, come to life. We were just talking about that, and then people like I think like the Breakfast Club. Their unscripted show, BET bought them, you know, so it's like shows like that I think like that kind of helps give, you know, other people opportunities within it.
The only problem with this is, this is when it happened in 2008, that was the birth of the reality show movement.
Yep.
which is also, I feel like the downtick, and that was like
Yeah.
one of the downticks in black culture.
Yeah.
So we gonna see, and I mean, you see Zeus, they going crazy
going
on
up, yeah.
the reality TV shows and all that stuff. So.
Zeus showing that.
And I like them because
But-
they black on too. You know, I feel like they taking the face of MTV how they used to be, and now they turning it into the newer version, which I like it. But you know, it is a negative to it though.
Yeah, it's one of those like I want to be like, yeah, that's dope. It's black on. We can tell our own story, but then it's just like what I see it does to the culture.
Well, then if you want to cut them out, you might well tell Shade Room and Spiritual World to get cut off too, because they ain't no different to me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I
Yeah,
can give
mean,
you that.
it's the
I can
same-
give
same
you that.
thing.
I never really thought about that. I kind of looked at it as them reporting. I won't say reporting news.
They
but
report news, but
it's more so gossip.
It's gossiping. These people paying that fee to get posted on there to say whatever. And
Yeah.
then, you know, they be doing now. Spiritual World, they be doing these little quotes that people be saying. Well, so-called people be saying they be little, toxic and stuff like that relating to relationships. So
Yeah.
you know, I don't feel like that help either though. But
Maybe
it's
using
funny
them
though. It's a good
buzzwords.
laugh.
It's,
You know,
hey man, we laughing at people's pain.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what black people do.
Like I saw something earlier. I guess it was like Dish Nation. They was doing an interview about Jeezy's situation with his getting divorced, and I think the girl, I can't remember the lady's name, Jessica Wu, or something like that. I can't remember her name. Not trying to throw a name out there, but the girl was laughing at the divorce. It was like she was laughing. I was like, but you know, women laugh at people's pain.
Yeah, they find enjoyment in
They
that.
find enjoyment in pain.
Yeah. I was gonna read this about that. Tiana Taylor and Iman broke up.
Right.
Remy and Papoose, they saying, and Jeezy and Jackie Chan. Ain't no hope for us.
I ain't gonna cap. I got an episode coming out too, called Divorce Season. I wish I could have had it just around this time. It ain't ready yet though, but this was the perfect time. I just feel like a lot of people are getting divorces these days. But for my show, I'm asking married couples though. I'm doing married couples, and so that'll kind of help get the read. I feel like people don't like to hear single people talk about relationships like that. But so I feel like for that particular episode, I think it'll come across a lot better when I have the married couples. But yeah, it's going crazy right now though.
Yeah, I'm divorced, so.
Hey, my parents was divorced too. My parents divorced when I was 5, so I get it.
Hey, I've been divorced almost. We separated 10 years ago.
Why you think? Well, let me ask you this: Why you feel like it's happened so
We
rapidly?
getting
though?
to it.
Why you feel like it happened so rapidly?
Well, because honestly, people are getting married with not really marriage expectations. The expectations are unreal. A lot of people think that when they get married, it's a light switch. It cut on. You know, so I heard I watched Hard Initiated their podcast, and they had Jamal Bryant on there. He said Pastor Jamal Bryant, doctor, great guy. And he was talking about his first crack at monogamy was marriage. But unfortunately, a lot of us, men and women, get into marriage with false expectations and unrealistic expectations, and they don't match reality. So people think that once we get married, all we need is us and God, and we're going to have a mansion.
It don't work like that.
It don't work like that. Then you got a guy who's trying to work his ass off to try to provide this mansion mentality that he can't do on his own because he didn't come in the door with his purpose. So his purpose doesn't match her reality. And basically what she does is she loves him on a contingency that if you do this, I will be this type of wife. And it's getting crossed.
What do you think are some unrealistic expectations that men have for both of y'all? This is a question for both of y'all that men have going into either relationships or marriage.
For men men looking for women or women looking in for men.
Men looking for women. What are some unrealistic expectations we have either going into a relationship or marriage?
I think overall, like, just not even. Cause I think it started in relationships though. I feel like this era in relationships is just like it's not the same as how it used to be. I feel like we have like a buffet mentality. You know, we pick up something, we eat it, we don't like it, we'll put it back. And then on top of that, I feel like once we do decide to get in a relationship, I don't feel like nobody like to like work on things. Like everything is, I feel like marriage, they feel like it's supposed to be all peaches and cream 100% of the time. But I feel like the best relationships are people that don't went through stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like we don't got enough patience though. And it's like the first thing we don't like or the first thing we don't get along with. And then on top of that, I feel like we always feel like it's something better out there.
Yeah.
And that also, you know, with Instagram and stuff
Social
like
media.
that, social media, and there's people with no money. Imagine if you got money. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it just kind of like messes up everybody's mindset on what's important. I feel like family is important, but, you know, I feel like nowadays I don't feel like family is celebrated as much. And so that kind of like all trickles down to why I feel like, you know, we get into divorces so easily nowadays.
Well, and you're exactly right. But a lot of times it's this. Because right now, you have the surge of men not getting married. Because men don't want to deal with getting married. And a lot of times, we get into relationships not understanding who she is. Okay. If you go into a car dealership and you're looking for a utility vehicle, an SUV, you know what I mean? Don't go in there and say, well, shit, you done sold me on a convertible. And get mad when you can't pack stuff in a convertible. That's how it is in these new relationships. A lot of guys really all want the basics. Guys don't want dramatics. We want fit, feminine, friendly, kind, and submissive. You know what I'm saying? And the problem is that comes naturally. If the new modern woman, that's not natural for them. They feel like those things, like the thing we posted one time about the girl when she said obey, she was choked up at the wedding, and the pastor kept saying submit, obey. She was get rid of
obey.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
we ain't talking about that.
It's like, wait a minute, I gotta listen to him. You know what I'm saying? And what happens to us men is it leaves us naked because now we don't have nobody to marry. So the first time we meet a woman who we think is a good woman, even though back to the concept of a utility versus a sports car, even though she's not equipped to even be a wife, because you're a wife when I find you, not when I marry you. We'll still wife her and then be upset because she doesn't. We already knew what we was getting, and we don't take enough time to vet her. We don't take enough time to figure her out, and we accept anything. Well, I can't get mad at her past. Well, you know she was young. She grown now.
You think that's because how we taught?
Yeah, no, it's how we're taught. Because we're taught to look past their flaws, and they highlight ours.
Facts, big facts.
They highlight our flaws. Like they highlight. That's why the big thing, red flag. Girl, he cheap, red flag. Not the fact that he may be saving for a house. You know what I'm saying? Red flag. He ain't taking me to Bali. Red flag. Maybe right now that's not the most important thing on his list right now. See, as a leader, you got to do your list. Nothing come between you and your list. Cause that's the list that, like I say all the time, God gave Adam work before he gave Adam a wife. God gave Adam a list of things to do before he gave Eve. So this new thing of, even though I'm not on my purpose, I'm going to take someone in, put all my focus on them, their focus on them. It's nothing about me. I feel worthless, so I'm taking it. Then now I want to run and get silence from another woman. So now I'm breaking my covenant because what's going on here. So now I'm running over here with her, and I done put myself in a whole bad situation. Doing too much. And that ain't the woman's fault, it's ours as men, because we are the ones who asked for her hand in marriage.
Yeah,
I think we scared too, though. I think we're scared. It's a lot of different reasons, though. But I think one of them is we're scared to be in we're scared to get married because we're seeing too many examples of like spouse support and like Tyrese just went through a little thing and he got paid $20,000. He ain't even cheap.
Hey, and she left him.
You know
just because she felt like it.
Yeah, right.
And you're right. Hey, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
So if I'm weighing out my pros and cons, why would I do that?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
we talked about it on our one of our shows a couple weeks ago. Every woman likes a guy who is, my guy don't even give girls type attention. He don't do X, Y, Z. They want they want him to have boundaries on everybody else but her. Mm-hmm. You got to watch that girl you work with, cause I know women. You're a woman too.
You gotta watch the girl you sleep with.
You gotta watch the girl you sleep
with. Do sometimes, yeah. And again, women, because I know y'all gonna be y'all always bashing. We ain't bashing when we just talking about, the barbershop talk.
And it's not a bash, because like, believe it or not, working in a barbershop for 17 years, it's not a bash. But women don't think that we have these kind of conversations, these real conversations. Mm-hmm. They think that we think about how many girls we can hit.
Hoes.
And
we had them conversations too.
I mean, but some guys do. Like I've been cutting his hair. See, I don't never be like, man, you better hit all of them. Yeah. I never tell my clients that. I never tell them that. Yeah. So they was 18, they in school. I said, well, no. And the reason why I don't tell them that is because I don't want you being caught up. I want, when you find your wife, to not have any baggage on your end. I want you to do your work. So for one, when you do your work, you know what your wife's supposed to look like. You're not trying to marry somebody out of disparity. You're not trying to be with somebody out of must have, or this my last chance. Because the guys do that too. Women, we know we talk about women do that, but guys do that too. Man, I just want to get married.
Yeah, it's that pressure.
No, and it's self-inflicted pressure, because you thinking you doing what you doing something that somebody telling you that you should be doing, and you ain't even did nothing on your end.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this. What if you could go back 10 years and tell your younger self something with the knowledge you know now? What's something, and as you see the pitfalls that you fell into, maybe relationships or dealing with women, whatever the case may be, what's something that you would tell your younger self?
Different relationships. I would say keep going, bro. For one, keep going. Also, trust your judgment. I would say that for sure. Trust your judgment. Don't be so quick to get in a relationship. Focus on getting the bag for one. Because I feel like I feel like fathers always tell their son, always get your bag. They gonna always be there. But in the moment, in the midst of that, you still want that intimacy. You still want that connection. You still want to be there, even though you might not even be there financially. But I always, and I'm still telling myself this, like, just focus on you. They gonna always be there, and just stay true to that. Because the more success you got, not necessarily that the pool is gonna be the best, but you always give yourself a fair shot if you got your shit in order. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say, focus on that and stay 10 toes down on your purpose, for sure.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think this might have gotten to myself. You may be like focused 90% on women. Dial it down to like
30%.
Shit.
Yeah, 25 maybe.
Nigga.
And it's not like that.
10.
Okay. I would say let's say 30 or less. Let's just say that 30 or less.
Depending on where you at emotionally.
Yeah. Because like I just remember all the times just being like, whether it was relationship or just always like, oh, I gotta get the girls, I gotta get this, and it's just like you said, they always gonna be there. Just focus on your purpose, focus on what you're here to do, focus on building you and providing a stable set of discipline. I would have told myself to dial it back so that I can enact more discipline to just like go forward and on my, because I feel like if I would have put that energy that I put into women into my craft.
I used to think when I was younger, I used to always feel like women had the power because, when you're younger and you like,
that's all you hear.
20s is all you hear. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm getting on my 30s, I'm starting to see that, actually, I got the power.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because now I'm at an age where like the girls around my age, they feel like it's ticking. For me, I don't feel like it's ticking, but for them, it's like, I need to do this. I need to have a child. I need to. And now it's like the pressure is like double. You know what I'm saying? Versus when you're younger, when when you're 20, you trying to talk to a 20-year-old. Y'all on two different paths. She trying to be outside, and you trying to find a girl. But when you get older, you actually start making money. Now you might want to play a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To a degree, but to her, it's like I want to be wifed up right now. And it's like before, I used to always be using that as like a it used to bother me a lot, but it took me a minute to kind of like realize, like, you know, as I'm getting older, I'm starting to see more and more women trying to talk to me and hearing their conversation on how they view it. Now I need to have a child before I'm 30 or 32 because I might not be able to have a child early, so I need to be trying to build this family now. But now it's like 30. Once you get past that 30 age, like a lot of women, they own you because they want it right now. Versus when they was 20, they was, you know, I'm on the yacht, I'm doing this, I'm taking these trips, I'm getting paid. I don't gotta really, you know, pay you too much attention because, you know, they feel like they always gonna have it. But then I feel like, you know, when they get there, they start to realize like that hourglass, turning over. And it's like, now it's time to be serious about it.
And I would have told my ass, stop being so damn naive, nigga. That's what I would have told my younger self. Stop being so damn naive, nigga. Not everybody is the kind-hearted individual. Stop thinking that she is gonna be this. Like, I was super naive with a lot of situations. Just like, oh no, that ain't the case, and it was the case. And then now I look stupid because I got the ice cream on my face. Like, what would you have told yourself? I know I always ask you this because I just always love it. Just like growing and having wisdom,
man,
being retrospective.
Man, 20 years ago, and I was 23 years old. Boy, but the crazy thing is, everything I say to you now, I knew then. But everybody thought I was crazy. Like, I used to talk to my friends. They'd be like, you in your soapbox, you're just talking. I'm like, no. Because I used to read a lot as a kid. So I always understood the wisdom. And whenever I went against my better judgment to what you said, like you said, I always got shot in the ass. Always my better judgment. If I had listened to my better judgment, I wouldn't have been studying no girlfriend in my 20s. I would have been working on purpose only. I would have been working on my purpose only because I didn't know what I wanted to do in life, but I had a girlfriend. So if I would tell you, if you don't know what you want to do in life, you shouldn't have no girlfriend. Ain't nobody, oh, she gonna help you? Fuck that. You should be so trying to figure it out, 2 and 3 jobs trying to figure it out, that you ain't got time for that. Because that's how you cut out them baby mamas. That's how you cut out child support. That's how you cut out giving somebody doing the move in and it don't work. Then she putting your ass out with plastic bags, and now you ain't got nowhere to go.
Move back in with mom.
Then you got moving back in with mama. All that, all of that plays major factors into. You said something that was so very real. Men, we're not taught that we have the power. Women want to do this. Women can have the shit off they get off if men didn't allow it. If men said, "Man, I ain't," but you out here shaking your ass with your homegirl, I ain't talking to you no more.
Can't do it.
Oh, you out here brunching hard and you ain't clicking no pots and pans, I ain't talking to you no more. If you want me to come over your house and chill with you, hang out with you and do all that stuff, but you ain't got no plate for me, I ain't hanging out with you no more. We gotta set boundaries and standards. That's how you get this thing back on track. And we looking at all those dudes, like it take a lot for a dude to lead a wife. Trust me, I know. Jeezy left his wife. I guarantee you, he thought all that I'm in love and her family love me and all that. My man. He was like, wait a minute, I don't even need all that. I got fans. I need a woman who will understand their plan. And I guarantee you she wouldn't know her own plan. And especially if you watch her through all the years of all her interviews, she told you who she was. She done been aside. She told you who she was.
We be ignoring the sign. We be ignoring the sign.
Cause we think, oh, she got a pass, I got a pass. Now she ready to be real. Women ain't never be ready to be real. It's just your turn. It's just your turn, and she gonna determine how long your turn gonna be.
Them feelings gonna.
and what you already knew I was saying. Them feelings gonna turn. They gonna turn up or they gonna turn down.
Yeah.
Their emotion gonna turn up or turn down.
Yeah.
It's
And that's why I really want men to understand when we be on here week after week telling y'all this. Like, you have to be so 10 toes on you, bro. You can't leave no room for wavering, because women are fickle. They will come in and they will knock you off of it. That's not to diss women in no sense.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. But you have to be.
They'll knock you off and get mad because you fail. Hey, they'll run you off the road.
Help you get up too.
Hey, they'll run you off the road and be mad because you got ran off the road. You ain't man enough to stay on course. It's like this. You ain't man enough to tell me not to do this, but you ain't man enough to make me feel this way. I ain't never seen nobody who ain't a man tell me about a man and then talk about all the men I dated, but you ain't never been married. But you alone and you still, I've never, you meet women, I date guys your age. How old are you? I'm 30, I'm 33, I'm 32, I'm 38. So you ever been married? Nope. So you done did all this hunching and dating.
She can tell you everything about her relationship.
Hey, she done did all this hunching and dating. You done hunch, you done date, you done been to Miami, you done been side P, you done got hit in the truck, you done got hit on the beach, but ain't nobody said, I want to make you my wife. I say this shit the other damn day. She'll have your baby before she make you a plate.
I believe it.
Ask a woman to make you a plate and see how and look at her face.
What? You serious?
Ask her to do something for you. Ask her to do something for you and see how she look. But get what though? But she'll have your baby. Cause what you said was real. You said they do care about family. They just want the baby. They don't want the man.
They don't want the man. They just want the baby. Yeah.
They just want the baby and they want the how much you gonna pay her. And come get the child on weekends.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I don't for the life of me, I never understand how we can. Most of us have lived in these situations, come from single parent homes, and then we can turn around and recreate the same situation.
They only care about the money. Like this. They don't care about your presence. Then when it get rough, they want your presence there. But now it's so much discourse and distrain. You don't did so much fuck shit. Now this nigga, he ain't gonna be around. But you mad at him because you did fuck shit to him for not being around. You mad at him for him protecting his peace. Oh, it ain't about me. Well, unfortunately it is because you attached. And if every time I talk to you, it's always an issue, it is about you.
Mm-hmm. Women gonna always love conditionally though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the part that's the difference. You know, they love conditionally, we love unconditionally, and it's gonna always be if you don't do this, I can't do this. If you ain't doing this for me, then I don't feel this way.
And then they will bully you into believing that. I've been bullied into like, you don't love me unconditionally. Like, I've had those conversations. You be like, you don't love me unconditionally.
Because
it's not possible.
If I ain't doing all this for you, then you ain't gonna be here.
If I couldn't do this, you wouldn't be here.
If I couldn't do this,
let me start putting your ass through some of these conditions. Then guarantee your ass get up and leave on one though.
It's like, oftentimes I tell women like this: men don't care about the relationship status. If I show up for you, that means I love you.
I love you, bro.
Yeah.
I don't gotta be, they my girl, they my wife. Well, by my presence and me showing up shows you how I feel about you, or it should.
Yeah.
Because actions speak louder than words. It should show you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about not a little show up. Nigga really show up.
Yeah. Big show up.
Like, give you his last and be like, oh, you don't care if I'm not here. I just gave you my last. How you think that?
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure we all have been in conversations like that. How you feel like that, shorty? How? Oh, it's so frustrating. But yeah, no. Man, it's a crazy dynamic that we live in, and I see it only getting worse. I don't know what happened, but it feel like after COVID things got worse.
Yeah, because guess what though? Because when COVID happened, COVID really was a reset, but it reset the wrong way. Most people said, well, I'm not going back to the office no more. Like, my business plummeted after COVID. Because all my clients grew dreads, damn near. Grew locks, grew the hair, grew braids. You know what I mean? You come in for a haircut, and then they come getting lineups, which is still cool. I'm glad it coming. But it went from that to, like, relationships. Like, during COVID, you was in the house with your girl. And because you couldn't be around you couldn't go out with other girls. You had to be around your girl. But the moment the outside opened back up, they start brunching more, hanging out more. They start being on people's sofas. They start making out their skits. They can start making songs. You know what I'm saying? Sookie them came. And
Boy.
Well, to go to that though, that's a whole nother conversation. Like it didn't start with them. It started off with Megan and City Girls, and then you just see it like each new artist that was coming out just. I ain't gonna say it kept getting worse and worse, but the music just kept getting worse and worse. Yeah. But I do feel like the pandemic kind of changed things. It did make a lot of people lazy though. I ain't gonna say I feel like it was a blessing and a curse. I feel like the blessing in it is I feel like COVID opened up a lot of opportunities for people.
People got creative.
People got creative. They found other ways of making money. If you didn't have a side hustle before the pandemic, you definitely knew how to have a side hustle during the pandemic. Yeah. I feel like it's a lot of things happening with that. But it did make everybody want to work from home now.
Everybody want to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, everybody want to be an entrepreneur for sure.
But guess what though? The sad part about it is everybody ain't got entrepreneur mindset. Everybody got entrepreneur discipline.
And this shit hard.
Nigga, this shit hard.
I've been for 17 years. I don't remember the last time I got a check from someone. Outside of working in the industry or working on the set or something. I don't remember the last time someone told me when to go to lunch.
Yeah.
Like this. I'm talking about almost 15 years.
I feel weird going to this new gig I got now.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know how to manage it. But COVID made me reset my whole life. And that's why a lot of these podcasts were created because we couldn't do much in small gatherings. You had to have these real heart-to-heart conversations. Yeah. And the thing is, and now they're just spilling out. And the conversations that are spilling out, women aren't used to because they don't think we ever had them before. It's like, wait a minute, these niggas got feelings? What? They got thoughts? Like I told one of my clients who's a female, she was like, well, men who got money don't care about all that. I said, I beg to differ. I said, the problem is men who got money care about where their money's getting spent, especially if they work for it. Scamming guys don't care. They're not working for it. I mean, they're working to scam. Yeah. It's like that's even harder than actually working a 9-to-5, which is crazy. But real men actually care where their time go and where their money go.
They want to get their money's worth.
They want to get their money worth. Everybody want to get a bang for their buck. Everybody want a deal.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: how hard or what are some of the difficulties that you run into being an entrepreneur or being on your entrepreneur journey? I know you also work on film and sets too, but you found in dating as well, because this shit, boy.
Entrepreneurship. I think my toughest task has just been delegating. Learning how to delegate. I think in our profession, I know you do the same thing. I edited and doing everything myself. So learning how to find people with that same type of energy or the same type of passion is very, very hard. Especially when you want to be consistent. At this point, we want to be able to put out an episode every week. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm gotta curate it, film it, edit it, it's gonna take, and also work on set or work for a job, it's gonna be hard, So I feel like the things I just been working on lately, just learn how to delegate.
What about as far as like dating and navigating that? Has it been?
Well, I kind of I ain't gonna lie, this year I kind of just said fuck dating, bro. Honestly, bro. I just was just like, because I got our relationship in the 2022, and then after that I was like and this before I even knew about the writer strike. I was just like, let me just focus on work and unspoken. And I was like, I want to put out an episode. I used to put an episode every 2 weeks. Let me put an episode every week. And then also I was just so focused on just like trying to just build it and try to take it to another level that I was just like, I'm gonna chill on relationships for right now. So this year I really ain't been serious about relationships at all. But just knowing that, just trying to balance that out, trying to make sure I can stay consistent in that, because I always feel like I said earlier, they gonna always be here.
Man, I'm tell you something, brother. Kudos.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Your purpose and your destiny is now fulfilling you. It's you're hungry. You don't care.
You right about
Brothers, I keep trying to explain to young brothers. Get the work done.
Yeah.
It ain't about the bag. It's about the purpose and the principle. It's like this. Get the bag. I mean, get the bag course, but get the word, get the presence, get the principles, get the work ethic. Cause guess what though? Cause that one the one who's supposed to be up in your covenant,
She gonna wait.
she gonna wait. She gonna show up. She gonna show up while you working, bringing lunch. She gonna show up for you. She gonna say, "Hey, babe, we ain't going out this year." Okay. Oh, babe, we on a writer's strike. We cooking every day. Okay, baby, I gotta work another job. Okay, I'm gonna be home cooking. Baby, we gotta hold off on it. We gotta hold off on these kids. Okay.
Vacation. We gonna hold.
Yeah, hold on vacation. Okay, cause she gonna have the vision to see your direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the problem is, to our main subject, that's why these marriages are failing. To be honest, you don't supposed to be working over here. Your wife's people working over here. Because like I said all the time, who gonna take care of the kids? Who gonna take care of your home? Your 100,000, her 100,000 ain't the same 100,000. Now, if y'all both contribute to the house equally, that's a different situation. And that's the situation that most men would ideally prefer, per se. Because if we got it, I don't want to be spending all my, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you trying to do. But a lot of women don't want that. A lot of women like, nah, I need you to pay bulk of this and let me do me. But men say, if I pay the bulk of this, I need you to not do you. I need you to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? It's like the more I put in, the more I need you in place. I need you in pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then for me though, I've been like I ain't gonna say I've been getting pressure, but now I'm getting to the age when my parents want me to have a child, and like all my friends, like they're married. It's like me. I got best friends, like a group of like 6 of us, and so like 4 of them are married. One of them just got married. The 4th one just got married. So now you starting to see that. So now like the girls and they group, we all hang out. We all grew up together. So now it's kind of like, damn, what you gonna do? You gonna do something? What's up?
I'm busy.
I'm busy. I can't do
busy.
it.
Yeah.
My role is different from y'all role. You know, y'all was blessed to be able to find y'all wives in high school, college. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't really, go off of that. I gotta do my own thing. So it's like you get a little bit of everything, look both worlds.
Hey, I'm about my father's business. I'm about my business.
Yeah,
and I ain't chasing no pipe dream. I'm chasing something that's very obtainable.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. Okay. Think about it. Every chick you see who a boss chick. Are their relationships successful?
Probably not. No.
Most of them, they don't have successful relationships. They got a baby, but they don't have successful relationships because when it's time to be the woman, she don't know how
to cut it off.
Yeah.
And the thing is, because money is masculine, money is power. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get the money, then you get the power. Money and the power. Like people want to know why Donald Trump ran for president. He's already a billionaire. You know why? Because he wanted the power.
Yeah.
You already got the money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's real.
Money and the power. The cars, the clothes. I always be thinking if I were to, thank God I didn't get married young. I just the mentality I had then. I'm glad I waited.
Yeah, because you wouldn't be doing none of this.
But
You'd be working somebody's office.
But
Miserable.
As hell.
Sitting on $1 million dream in your head. You've been miserable.
I just think about that too, though. Like same thing. Like what my life would have been like if I would have been in a relationship. I don't think my show would have ever really been created. Honestly, bro. I don't think I would have had the time to. Cause would it take to do what we do? Like the time, the effort, man. And I done been in situations like I think going back to what I was saying about why I haven't been dating this year. My last 2 situations that I was in, it was the same thing. Like I was getting to a point where I was like, I was willing to edit versus take them on a date. And I was just like constantly doing that, and it was like getting to a point where I know I had to tell myself like, bro, you don't need to be in a relationship, bro, because it's work to be in any relationship. Period.
Yeah.
It's so much time and effort you got to just to make sure that they get their attention, and on top of that, you still got to make sure you got your shit in order. And so I was just like, man, I don't want to do this no more, bro, because it was just getting
you had to choose.
Too much.
Yeah.
I had to choose, like, and I was just like, man, I could feel like the energy shifting because they want time, they want the effort, they want you to take them there and initiate content and initiate this and that, and I get that. I feel like that's what you're supposed to do, but at the same time, it was a lot of moments where I was like, man, should I take her out? Or should I go drop this episode tomorrow? Like, should I do like now? When I had to question myself, I was just like, nah, I'm just. I want to be more myself, and if you can't accept that or be willing to be okay with that, then we just don't need to be together.
Hey man, you telling your life, man.
I got to a point, so I think this is the only thing that kind of helped me to be able to be in a relationship now is I just choose the editing. I choose the work. I ain't considering. Oh damn! Like I know you.
I mean, you get what up?
I'm just choosing it
Because you have no choice.
And it's too much dependent on me right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a different thing when you got employees. You got to be looking at healthcare shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like real nigga shit. You be like, I ain't got time to be over here like hearing you complain about how we don't go out. So it's just like I just choose this instead. And once I'm like decided that in myself and just like you just gonna do it. Like you gonna be mad. I understand it. But if you don't believe in the dream, like the vision, like you were saying, like.
But sometimes I don't even think it's about them really understanding the vision. I feel like they can understand the vision, but in that moment they still want what they want. Like they could be supportive in what you got going on and be like, yeah, I like his work ethic. I like that he got something positive going on, but I still want my time too.
Guess what up?
Yeah.
And so it's like you got to deal with that too.
That means she don't support it. Because if
You said that about them boundaries. They want it.
that's the
They want to be able to cross the
that
boundary.
means that means she doesn't support it. She can't say, I hear you with your little job. I hear you with your little job.
Yeah.
I hear you. Like,
Yeah.
trust me. See, being a little older, I've been there. Oh yeah, she see it. Yeah, she see it. Yeah, you want to do it like this? A lot of women they sit down there with you and pray. Oh, I pray that you make your money and you do your thing. But when it start happening, they be like, wait a minute, you taking too much from me. Like some men are ordinary and extraordinary. Martin Luther King died at 39. He couldn't do what he had to do for the world, being home every day with Coretta, just preaching. Malcolm was extraordinary, and the women they had with them understood their role in history too. I'm not to those extremes, but you're gonna have to get a woman who understands your story, who understand and want to go with you, and they glory gonna get the end. Man, think about the hindsight. Man, Magic Johnson just celebrated 32 years with being with Miss Cookie. 32 years, right? They said the man had AIDS 32 years ago. He was with Cookie for 10 years, off and on. Then got married, finally got AIDS. And now they celebrate year 32. To your point earlier, they don't make them like that no more because we live in a me mentality. The women think like that and the men think like that. Then they be like, oh man, we can bring other people in our bedroom. It won't affect nothing. Yes, the hell it will.
2 months in, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can work on set over here, and I can work on set over here, and we'll figure it out. Miss Pauletta had to sit down when Denzel started going to the top and raise some kids.
Yeah.
You don't got too many of them though.
They don't make them like that because now we done told them black girls rock and black girls joy, and girl, being a wife ain't enough. Being a mother ain't enough.
Do you think it's because we taught them that, or we didn't teach the boys the importance of them?
It ain't
Of like black boy joy type?
No, you're right. One thing about it, we didn't teach men their value. They have value in their household and their leaders. Like I say all the time, kings are made, No, kings are born, queens are made. You know what I'm saying? We don't preach that in our homes. You know what I'm saying? So when the feminists, they gave the women everything they wanted. You can have the house, you can have the car, you can have the job, you can have everything else, but go what though? You're not gonna have the man. And now they're cool with not having the man.
Yeah.
They just want his money.
Yeah, they also was lied to their whole life.
No, they was. Because what though? But now they don't care. They just want your money.
Yeah.
You get a girl right now, at the end of this year, you get a girl and she get pregnant. She gonna have that baby, get what though? And you may be so hard, so working on your purpose so much, she gonna say, well, I'm out of here. But she wants your money.
Yeah. Definitely gonna want that.
Oh, she gonna want it. And she gonna want all of it.
Every dime. Every dime.
Like this, even right now, they talking about, oh, they got a prenup. You got women, like Tyrese, protesting the prenup. Because no, I feel like I deserve more. He got more than what I think he got. So now I need everything if I can be straight.
It's my money and I want it now.
J.G. Wentworth.
Amen. Okay, so this is a little segment I like to do with the guests. Now this is just radical ideas.
Okay.
I feel like sometimes in life we got to introduce radical ideas in order to invoke change and stuff like this. Now it can be anything. It can be an idea that you feel like if this were enacted, it would help reset the course of humanity, life, relationship, whatever it may be. It can be as crazy it is. It's a radical idea, like I said. And to give you an example, I think a radical idea is when a child, every child that's born, an automatic DNA test is done right then and there to determine that
Who the
both,
baby is.
yes,
Who the daddy is. Yeah.
right then and there. Before birth certificates is signed, it's done right there. So we ain't got this happening down the road and you find out 6 years you was really, whatever the case may be. That's just one of my radical ideas. Now I'm gonna toss it to you. Any radical idea that you may feel would help with anything. It could be anything. I also feel like, just to give you another one, is like these boomers got to go. There needs to be a cap on the age in which, in politics, in which you can run for the Senate, president, all. It needs to be a cap on the age. After a certain age, equality. So 35 to like 65. And 65 really pushing it. And I only say that because we need new ideas introduced and we need new people to come in, fresh blood, to reset a lot of things. So that's just two ideas to kind of give you.
Man, that's a good question. I think that one thing that we can change is I think going back, I'm gonna say, and I don't think it's gonna change, but going back to what I was saying as far as like women being lied to, I feel like growing up, they're always told, they're treated as princesses, as kids, and told that they always gonna be able to do this, and they always gonna be cute, and they always gonna be like that. I feel like I feel like, and I'm talking about from a parent standpoint. Like, I feel like you could teach your daughter, yes, you're a princess, this and the third, but I feel like it's a fine line. I feel like parents should do that, but also tell their daughter that nothing is gonna be given to you, and like really instill that so that they can see from both sides, so that when they do get older, it won't be a culture shock to them. Once they're told no, you know what I'm saying. That might not be a political thing to say, but I just feel like that's something that people could change, because I feel like that'll help.
So teach them the realities of the world,
right?
So.
Versus just handing everything to them because they're a girl. And not to say that you can't do that in certain aspects, because as a kid, you gotta let a kid be a kid, but just being able to balance it too, because I feel like that would help a lot in the dating world. I feel like as far as how they view men, as far as dating, and also having more I would say the word is compassion towards men and what they go through. So I feel like a lot of times women don't really understand what men go through until it's really like too late.
Until it's their son.
Yeah, facts.
Then it's too late. At that point, it's too late. You got any radical ideas for it?
I'm gonna think of another one too while you talking.
Hey, man. I don't know. Like this.
Bro, I just sit around and think about this all day. That's all I be
Yeah.
like. Damn,
That's
we
a
just
good
need
question,
some,
though, man.
We need some changes around here. Like even as far as like the school system, like I would totally restructure the entire way that school is done. Like we need to
School is
destroy
done-
the
but
whole
but
model of it.
school is done like that for a reason, though.
Yeah. But also look where it's got us.
They don't care. They
If you don't mind, I could talk about something that's kind of already changing though within like schools. The NIL deals. I feel like that's something that's changing a lot of things. But
The
I
college
feel
athletes?
like and the transfer portal. I feel like that's something that I did. I played college sports, so I was happy, but I was kind of like that. I wish it would have happened 6 years ago when I was in school, because just to be able to make money doing college off your own image and likeness, stuff like that. But I do feel like that's also hurting high school students though, because now if you're a high school and you're trying to go play for Colorado or something like that, it's gonna be real hard for you to be able to get up there, because college coaches are getting fired so quick that they'll really take a chance on the transfer that someone has already been vetted versus having to take a brand new kid out of high school. Like you got to be like number one ranked in the country at this point if you want to get pulled out of high school at this point versus pulling somebody from Alabama or Georgia to come to your school. And so I feel like that's something that I kind of, I mean, it's happening. And then the NIL deals, I feel like it's one of the most dopest things, because I remember when I was in school, like that money, man, being able to make this money off your own jerseys, like,
Bruh.
and not the school take the
You
money.
know how
Now
much
it's going
good
into your own pocket.
you could have changed so much in
Man,
like
what?
just your family trajectory,
family.
having money
Yeah.
when you was in school. So I completely understand that. Man, hey man, this has been a wonderful episode.
Yeah,
Hey,
Oh yeah,
Great.
for sure, man. It's
I
been a blessing.
appreciate you for joining us.
Thank you.
Again, it's just like barbershop talk. It's just men getting together, being able to voice their opinion, speak up, and be heard. So
I
thank
got a
you.
couple questions for you, so if you
Oh
don't
shit,
mind.
go ahead.
No, I want to talk about your YouTube journey a little bit. As far as like, cause we talked about it. I think one of the most, and I wanted to bring it up earlier, but we kind of wanted to veer it off. I think like the meetup that we just had a couple weeks ago, I feel like that was like one of the like best things for me. Seeing everybody like that you kind of like see on Instagram and kind of see like everybody like. When you on the outside looking in, when you look at people, and I could look at you and be like, oh yeah, he got it. He got the movie, he got the stuff, he got everything. Like he lit. But then on the back end, it's like you still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And he's like, that was kind of like one of the best things for me. So my question was gonna be, as far as like your YouTube journey. How was that when you first started, and as far as like trying to break through that 100,000 subscriber mark? Like, how was that for you? The feeling of it.
The crazy thing is, he's been cutting my hair since I started my YouTube journey in
wow.
2010. Like, he was there for the first bit. Like, Trey Songz goes to college.
Yes, right on.
So it's just crazy to have this conversation because he's literally seen it. It's been a journey, bro. It's literally trying to figure it out on top of figuring out life and navigate. And you got mentors like Tez, who's come in and he's helped, and other big brothers that I had. But it's been a journey, bro. It's one of them things that, like, when I got the plaque though, I still wanted more. And I get what people say. They was like, oh, when you get it, you always want more. Like, I get it. You got the hunger. But, like, bro, I felt every bit of this journey.
Yeah.
From depression to the ups, the downs.
How many videos you had out? How many videos you have out by the time you got that 100,000 mark?
100,000, maybe. Oh, shit. Bro, I done went to every platform in between.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe 500.
Yeah.
And that's just across different platforms, because Facebook at a time, once they started monetizing, it was like, well, let me go over here and do this. And then you got the shorts that came out. I think I hit 100,000. So I started in 2010. I hit 100,000 2019, 2020, around then. I can't remember the exact date. But it just goes to show, like, it took me so long to, like, really figure it out.
It took 10 years.
But some people say it overnight. Yeah, it's definitely not an overnight success at all. Yeah. But the best thing was when I decided to be consistent and believe in it. because for a long time, you got to remember, I came in and social media was new. Like the only people that we heard making money was like Soulja Boy and like those, they was already big people. So we didn't even know there was money in it. We was just chasing this dream of like, oh, I want to get discovered. Somebody gonna pick me up and I'm gonna be on a thing. So being new in it, I won't say pioneer. I was on the ship with everybody that was pioneering. I just may have been in the back. Some people was in the front and they was first. But yeah, it's been a journey, G.
That's dope.
It's been a journey.
I've been looking at mine like I started mine 2019. I started my show in 2019. So now I'm like I'm on my 4th season now. So I'm like really like I think now I'm starting to like I'm blessed that I made it this far because I learned so much. At the same time, though, I knew my first 2 years, I told myself I knew this wasn't going to happen overnight. My first 2 years, I was willing to put in the work. I think, like, the last 4 months, I've been kind of, like, feeling kind of, like, anxious because I'm trying to, like, get over that hump. But I feel like now, like, just going into that meeting that we were just talking about, like, that kind of, like, opened a lot of eyes up for me because they kind of, like, I was already thinking about, keep going, but just to know that my peers is like on the same page to a degree, it kind of helped me out though. I had another question too though. What how has the pod, like starting the pod though, help out your page and just doing something different from what you normally was doing?
We kind of like let it grow organically. I didn't tap into my comedy fan base like that because I wanted one, we was figuring out our rhythm.
Yeah.
So
and like, cause I did tap into my barber shit. I didn't. We just one day we was like, we just gonna do this. This is this and this our baby.
Okay.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, literally.
Like,
literally.
I know you got this going on. We got this going on. This our baby.
Yeah.
And we gonna work.
Yeah.
Like what 180, 181 or something.
Yeah, we had, this be 182.
Yeah. So we did this in 2 years.
No.
And we just basically one day, first we was just filming once a week. Then he was like, hey man, what you wanna do? I like, let's go. Then like from 1 to 50, it was like, wow. Then
Y'all still film once a week? Y'all do more?
Twice
a week. I was looking at, I think Joe Budden, he filmed like every Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
You know, like going, like for us, like I was saying earlier, we doing the transition into the our pod. And so now I'm like, I'm asking so many questions.
I mean, that's why I knew what you was trying to, know what I'm saying? Because it's like, we just said, bump it, let's go. Yeah. And it's like, at first we was trying to do a script. Like, we do it like this, say it like this. Then we'd talk to each other before. Now we don't even talk to each other about, we talk to each other, but we won't talk to each other about none of the stuff we're going to talk about on here. Because we just going to let it flow and just just be organic about the conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them be natural and not be, see, you do this and this. Because, man, people know when you're being real with them. People know when you're being honest. They know when you're not really that guy. When you talking about being a player, they know you really ain't a player. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
And like this right here is showing, I mean, for people I know, this is showing that the side of Lonnie that people don't see.
Yeah. So it's a little different from my audience because they used to me just being funny all the time, and you know I say jokes here and there, but so it's a little different. It's a little off-putting for them at first.
Building a whole new audience, pretty much.
Yeah. That's what we want to do. Just build a whole new situation. But then eventually, man, people gonna come over because people peeking in.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you know, like, it's a blessing, brother. Like, just keep going. Like,
please keep
just
going.
You got something to say? Hook them up. Talk.
Yeah.
Don't or once a week. Just go.
Yeah.
And sometimes you gonna some shit you gonna get 20 views, and some shit you gonna get 200 views. Like we every week when we talking, we be meeting, we be like, well, this went up and this right here.
And sometimes you won't know.
We don't know. Like we could drop a podcast and they may get 300 views, but we could drop a short on YouTube and get 20,000 views. We'd be like, damn, why they won't go to look at the whole thing? But people want it.
Yeah,
right
that
now,
popcorn stuff.
Yeah.
Hey man, keep going. Please keep going.
Word
Hey,
of
and
the day.
y'all go over there to Unspoken ATL.
Tap
Check
into
them
'em.
out. It's dope because y'all do lives and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, we just started doing lives this year though, like live
Okay.
film sessions. So like before we was doing them film sessions, we weren't going live. I was just recording them and then editing them up and then putting it out. Now we going live, so you could catch the full conversation of each group. And then if you don't catch it live, then you'll just catch it when we drop an episode.
Okay, so when y'all go live, what y'all go live on?
So what you mean?
Like y'all go live on YouTube?
Oh, so we go live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok.
Okay.
For the live streams, and then the episodes and everything are all YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Cool. So y'all make sure y'all go over there. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on this episode. Make sure everything grayed out. Go follow the IG and the TikTok. I appreciate you, Nigel. Thank you so much for being on here.
Thank you.
I love, man.
Until next time.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm Comedian Lonnie.
And I'm the Flash, and we out.
Peace.